We're a society undergoing a real demographic transformation. We're a fast-growing society compared to a lot of our other industrialized peers. We are rapidly diversifying on race and ethnicity. We're aging because of the baby boomers. We are getting more educated, but in a very uneven way that's leaving some of our racial and ethnic minorities behind. And we're dividing by income, with low-wage earners suffering losses this decade, high-wage earners growing in terms of their income. All of these trends, and this is our particular lens, are accentuated in the nation's 100 largest metropolitan areas. The trends are more intense, at a greater scale, at a greater pace, because of who lives in these places and the changes that these places are undergoing as well. So if we want to know where the nation is headed over the next 10, 20 years, we can look to our metropolitan areas today. Our second major takeaway, though, is that all of these trends are quite uneven when you look across the metropolitan landscape. Some places are growing, some places are declining, some places are rapidly diversifying in terms of their racial and ethnic profile. Others are not, and are not experiencing anywhere near the level of immigration that some places are. And some places are growing much, much more educated, like the Washington, D.C. region, for instance, while others, like those in the Central Valley of California, retain very, very low educational attainment rates. So when we think about how society is changing and how our metropolitan areas are at the forefront of that, we actually see a new metropolitan demographic map of the nation emerging that associates these places based on their demographic similarities rather than their regional proximity. So we look across the southern United States and see 7 different types of places based on how fast they're growing, how diverse they are, and how educated they are, that separate, say, a Charlotte, North Carolina from a Greensboro, North Carolina, or an Austin, Texas from a San Antonio, Texas. And we think all of this has major implications for how we think about the role of national policy in addressing those trends, as well as what the role of metropolitan area leaders is in identifying their own strengths and weaknesses and working to prioritize those reforms that matter most based on their population.